Testing, testing. When I was in primary school, I was very good at maths. Whenever I get good grades, people will praise me. But at the same time, they also say, girls are smart in primary school because boys develop late. When they go to high school, boys catch up, especially in science and maths, where boys learn better than girls. But I have a surprise for you. Now I'm in high school and I'm still good at maths. It's not only me. Many Chinese girls have heard this before. People think we are not good at science and maths just because we're girls. The irony is that the first Chinese scientist to win a Nobel Prize is a woman, Yo-Yo Tu. I'm not just talking about academics. Many times when people judge what you can or cannot do, it's not by your talent, intelligence, or skills, but by your gender. But remember, first, we are human, and second, we are women. Today, we will discuss why people have lower expectations of women. First, we will discover what causes this problem. Second, we will see the current situation of Chinese women. And finally, we will try to find some ways to solve this problem. So first, what causes this problem? Once is not born, but rather becomes a woman, said Simone de Beauvoir. From thousands of years, Chinese people have been taught many things what they can do, from childhood to old age, generation after generation. In feudal societies, people think lack of intelligence in a woman was a virtue. But people also thought that women could not enter politics or work outside the house because they don't have intelligence. Sounds paradoxical, doesn't it? History is full of powerful and capable female rulers. Catherine the Great, the first Queen Elizabeth, even Cleopatra. This is true despite women not having the same opportunities as men. Imagine where we would be if women had the same opportunities as men throughout all of history. Having examined the cause and history of this problem, what does it put us now? Well, now we have the chance to be educated and compete with men on the same stage. This seems fair, but is it really fair where we can see it or where we don't recognize it? There's a news story not long ago. A girls who ranked first in Tsinghua University's postgraduate exam were not be admitted to this major, and the students admitted to this major were all men. Maybe this girl fought in interviews, but this result is indeed thought-provoking. Someone commented on Weibo that discipline is not suitable for a girl, and it's also a good thing not to be admitted. This comment is simply because gender denies the girl's efforts and achievement. And what is the standard in the country to judge whether discipline is suitable for a girl or whether an occupation is suitable for women? The problem gets worse as women grow older. They are more affected by their gender. Women are more constrained and restricted in both life and work than men. In terms of work, communists are not willing to recruit female employees because they are pregnant and have children, and women have fewer opportunities for promotion than men. The proportion of high-level women in enterprises are much smaller than that of men, and women are rarely seen in various political meetings. In terms of life, Chinese women are assigned to the role of raising children because people think raising children is a matter of women. People even think that raising a child is a very simple matter and denying women's contribution of raising a child. Just because we are used to this problem and think it's normal, doesn't mean it's not a problem. So, how to solve this problem? For women, we must realize if people think we can do something because of our gender, we should think hard and believe in our own choice. For men, just remember that line as Scott Fitzgerald's novel. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, just remember all the people in this world haven't had the same opportunities that you've had. The world still has a lot of problems in terms of gender. But I believe through our efforts, from step by step, to change people around us, to change our country, to change the whole world, the world will be better and better. Remember, never judge a person only by its gender. First, she is a human. And second, she is a woman. Thank you.
다양한 화보자.
What? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, my topic is pseudo-feminism. At this moment, if there is a person standing in the busy street, holding a sign in her hands, shouting the words, "Equality between men and women," the first thing that comes to our mind must be that this woman has been treated unfairly by society or her family, and she is speaking out for human rights. This seems to be a social topic for a long time. Male superiority and female inferiority, criticized by people advocating human rights and ethics. This huge and mighty feminist movement has been developing vigorously since second half of the 19th century. Due to this movement, many women in today's society have made a great achievement in their career and life. More and more powerful and capable women are respected by the society. But with the change of the times, the meaning of feminism has changed in some people's mind. Another group of feminism appear. I call them pseudo-feminism. Pseudo-feminism also the fake feminists. They are holding high the banner of equality between men and women. However, they only accept the equal right, but reject the equal obligation. They go for dividend for equal right, but are willing to bear the corresponding responsibility. They want to be fair when they take something, but they hope the opposite sex can sacrifice when they need something. They say to men, "We want your equal dialogue." But they also say, "Don't reason with women and argue with them." I have two examples about pseudo-feminism. Not long ago, a girl posted a story in a WeChat moment. She said that due to the pouring rain, she and a friend got stuck in the canteen. They didn't have an umbrella, so they could not go home. They stood among a group of boys, and no one came forward to take the initiative to lend an umbrella. They felt angry as if they suffered a grievance. Finally, they did not forget to curse that group of boys. "They're jerk! Don't you live a lonely life?" Recently, I went out to eat with a boy with one of my female friends. At the end of the dinner, the boy said, "Let's go Dutch on the bill." My friend turned into anger immediately. "What? AA? Shouldn't you guys pay for it? You are a boy. How can you go Dutch with a girl? Get out!" So, the boys not offering their own umbrella to the girls equals to being a jerk? Or should males to cover the payment of all other women when they hand out just because they are boys? There are many similar things like this in our life, and I believe most people experience them. Pseudo-feminists stand on the combining heights of morality and label the other gender as discriminating against women and bullying women. This is not true gender equality. We have to admit that there are many differences between men and women, and we should not to capitalize on the difference just to praise the other sex. The true meaning of gender equality is mutual respect for each other. Men and women have equal rights to pursue economic independence, family status, and social position. As the song goes, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Let's work together to create a better society where men and women are truly equal. Thanks for your listening.